What are we talking about?
Bitches got it twisted. We don't care about feelings. This shit about business.
All I see is commas, 20, 50, 100, racing to the money.
Yo, what up? It's us, Dot.
And Holly.
And we back again with another video. Today we got the Woos versus the Choos battle for Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Link to this video in the description box.
Down below.
Gang shit and that lame shit, you feel me?
We got the Woos versus the Choos. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, this is going to be interesting because I want to see how New York is. You feel me?
Yeah, how they get down out there.
It's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's like being from where we from and shit. It's like, I was naive to, like, other places being like how we is. I just thought it was like this here. And when you hear about other places, you think it's all like, you know, sweet.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But I guess from The Wire.
And see, I ain't watched The Wire. I'm gonna watch it though.
Yeah, from The Wire, it's like they was getting down out there, and the police is like
dirty. I know
there.
that. Yeah, it was like when social media came out. That's when I started learning about, like, you know.
So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. You feel me? Gang shit, none of that lame shit. You feel me? Link to this video in the description box.
It's down below.
Let's get into it.
I niggas that rap that drill shit don't really drill shit, bro.
Talk your shit.
They do the floors. I don't know where they spinning it in lows.
Choke, UDK, nigga. We invented all that shit, nigga. 6K, all that shit. Straight toast, they know what invented that.
With that takedown of accused gang members in Brooklyn, 21 arrests in what's been called a reign of terror that left 2 people dead and 4 others hurt.
The 2 street gangs that I'm referring to in this case are called Woo and Cho. They're actually on
Oh, Cho. The Woos versus the Choos. Okay.
But y'all can see how we thought it was Choos, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
it's like Woo,
Choos.
Choos.
If it was one O, then we would have been like Choos. You feel me? But it's all cool though. It's cool. Everybody cool. You feel me?
Woo, Cho. Yeah.
Okay.
consists of a number of other loosely affiliated gangs that work together. They come together basically to fight each other.
Alright, what's up, everybody? We gotta talk about the Brooklyn drill scene that's been heating up. Everybody knows the Woo because of Pop Smoke and the rise of Fabio Foreign, who's been on XXL. To fans, the Woo is a rap collective. But in Brooklyn, it's one half of this brutal war for territory that's been going on between the Woos and the Choos. And this has been escalating so much that 2 weeks before Pop Smoke was killed, NYPD took down 34 Woo and Cho members in Brooklyn. After following them for 2 years and building a case, they cleaned house. Now with Pop Smoke and Fabio, the Woos managed to take control of the music scene in New York. The brand was getting world...
Wait, damn, so that's crazy.
Right, so the same shit be going on, like, down there everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
same shit going on in Baton Rouge, too.
Right, it's like they be battling for that spot in their city, and then somebody get on and they make that name more bigger, you know?
So who busting from the Choos?
We finna see. Shit. We need some popcorn.
Yeah.
Fabio, the Woos managed to take control of the music scene in New York. The brand was getting worldwide recognition. A lot of the A&Rs and the labels from Brooklyn had direct ties to the Woo, and it got to the point that even the biggest Cho rappers, when they were invited to radio stations, were forced to rap over Woo beats.
Brooklyn, in Brooklyn.
I see y'all flex playing. Oh! No, we run this shit though.
Okay.
But with Pop Smoke's murder, the playing field evens out. The Choos are getting more and more disrespectful as they grow in numbers. You got people like Coach the Ghost, who's Pop Smoke's direct rival, signing to Gucci Mane immediately after Pop Smoke was killed, releasing diss tracks poking fun at his death.
Damn, who?
What? This shit is crazy. I'm so shocked that this is going on. And this is like replica shit, and it's not like... It's not replica in the sense of they copying other people. This is just going on worldwide. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
That's crazy. Nigga got signed a Gucci Mane.
Wait, let me see this part one more time. He's talking about they grew in the Choos grew in numbers.
Growing numbers, you got people like Coach the Ghost, who's Pop Smoke's direct rival, signing to Gucci Mane immediately after Pop Smoke was killed, releasing diss tracks poking fun at his death, with Woo rappers sending shots back at him, burning Cho flags and fitteds in their music videos, basically as a declaration of war.
They said Wu-Tang.
All this has made for a violent year in New York, with the last couple months escalating during the pandemic. Shootings doubled and murders are up by 50%. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's. Let's go.
Why you do that every time? But I feel you, brother. I see you, brother. I see you. What, now, brother?
Do not get
I
along.
see you. You too, brother.
Right now, if you want to rap in New York, you got to attach yourself to one of the larger movements that's going on in the city. That's either Woo or Cho, and they do not get along. It's two umbrella groups with different sets from different gangs in them, and they've been at war for several years now. Lots of viral videos of people getting run up on, shootings in traffic, stabbings, and of course, diss tracks over drill beats. Only in New York can you have Fabio Foreign, a Crip, surrounded by Bloods, yelling GDK in a music video. Now the
Damn. So Fabio Crip had Bloods around and he was screaming GDK.
And it's cause basically, you know, like the I guess they had different gangs under each one.
Okay, under the Woos.
Right. So nobody was ever scared they would get like backdoored or nothing, you know?
Right, low key.
Like
somebody get mad or some shit. Hey.
Now the Woos heavily outnumber the Choos in Brooklyn, and it's all happening in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a big borough, it's got a lot of different neighborhoods with different factions controlling them. For example, Canarsie, that's the Floss, that's where Pop Smoke is from. Big Crip Zone. Bed-Stuy, that's Blood territory. Flatbush, that's a whole mixture. It's got Crips, Bloods, and Gangster Disciples. And the Gangster Disciples are basically against everybody.
GDs in Brooklyn, at this film, niggas started top ops. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of drama in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people took that term and utilized it in their own way. So I call this a big ops. I never heard of this shit before, bro.
They're small in numbers, they stick together. Essentially, they make up like 90% of the Cho movement with a sprinkle of Crips and Bloods in there. See, gang affiliation really doesn't mean anything in New York, because the Woos are made up of Bloods and Crips, and their main beef is basically against GDs.
Fabio Foreign, Mr. Housemate's like a big GDK, top 9, Dodgeboro, shooting everything, spinning, you know the time.
Now, the Ebbsfield Apartments in Brooklyn is like the strong.
Wait, so why everybody against the GDs?
out there. Yeah, what's to that? Right, that's another, yeah, come on with the answers, because y'all got the answers. It's like, what did the GDs do?
Well, that's weird.
It's at least should be another gang named or something, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just weird, it's like everybody don't like the GDs.
Well, he's saying, yeah, that's...
Or it should just be 1v1, a gang. It's like...
It ain't because, like, this side, you live over here, you live over here, like, you know, it's just...
They want control of Brooklyn? They want to be outnumbered? Is that what it is? Okay.
So what, niggas out here flipping? But how you flip if you blood and crip anyway?
That's the next weird part. How was 10% of Choos with a little bit of bloods and crips for it? Now I'm worried about the backdoor thing. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's like, you know, don't you got to still be blood in, blood out with your blood brother? Like, you feel me? And your crip partners or...
Maybe it's deeper with the gangs, like the way it's said. Wait, did that say 804 inside?
Top 9, Dodgeboro, shooting everything, spinning, you know.
This is a little funny because it don't sound like he said it. It's like, what's all this stuff you saying, man? Like 2 to 3 things limit, you know. You repping the whole thing.
Big GDK, top 9, Dodgeboro, shooting everything, spinning, you know, Tommy.
Now, the Ebbsfield Apartments in Brooklyn is like the stronghold for the GDs. It's been controlled and operated by them for a long time. At least
that building's big as hell. Yeah. It's like the projects in Chicago.
Since the early 90s. They are direct descendants of the Gangster Disciples out of Chicago. Their leader was taken...
Oh, they descendants.
They descendants from Chicago?
So they like baby Chiracians.
So this shit still got roots.
They migrated.
Oh my God. Did they migrate when they tore down the projects?
Probably. You know, niggas had to move around.
The
That's
90s.
crazy.
They went out there and took over.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Big
control
GD.
Big GDs, okay. I mean, like, no disrespect, but you know, that is kind of raw. Like, y'all come out here and take over some shit. We gonna be like, alright, we give it to y'all. You hear? So y'all gotta give it to us.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now they out there saying GDK.
Right, that's crazy. So this, okay, it's making sense now a little bit.
Field apartments.
I was wondering why he was saying GDK at first.
Me
I'm like,
too, I'm like,
damn, but okay,
damn. I'm
fuck
like,
it,
now he done got into it with GD now, and then now it's just GDK. Now he into it with the whole world, but it's like, no, that's really like,
Yeah,
it's like GDK.
That's how they coming.
The GDs is really out there. That make me wonder that the GDs migrate out there and turn other motherfuckers into GDs. Cause how's that many GDs taking over that whole thing? You seen that big ass thing?
Yeah.
They said that they owned that shit. Like, you know?
Now, the Ebbsfield Apartments in Brooklyn is like the stronghold for the GDs.
Look at this.
It's been controlled and operated by them for a long time, at least since the early 90s. They are direct descendants of the Gangster Disciples out of Chicago. Their leader was taken down in 2012 and sentenced to 20 years for racketeering, attempt murders, and gun raps. His crew was notorious for armed robberies. They did setups through Craigslist, and of course, shooting at rivals. One of their biggest being GS9.
Oh, that's Bobby and them?
Bobby.
Shit, nigga. Remember what Bobby Shmurda? He rode down the one-way. Niggas remember what Bobby Shmurda did. He drove down the one-way.
Free the real locs. Free GS9, bitch. Y'all niggas is real.
Wait, they fuck with y'all?
Those are the Ebbsfield Apartments, and some of the younger GDs jokingly saying free GS9, who they were in a big war with since 2009. Around 2014, GS9 and Bobby Shmurda was the single biggest act in the country. He was the hottest artist in the city, taking over the airwaves. But with all that popularity, it's impossible not to draw attention to the shit that your crew is doing. And fans were oblivious. They had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. The New York police created a rap task force called the Enterprise Operations Unit. It's the same one that took down 6ix9ine, Shotty, and Treyway, who, with the 9 Trey Bloods, were affiliated with Woo. 6ix9ine, of course, was the pivotal witness who turned state in that case.
Damn, so 6ix9ine was with the Wolves.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Right, because he was with the Crips and the Blood. And
Damn, so
saying,
that's
like,
why everybody like, man, how he get to be around the Crips and the
Bloods.
It's because that's how it is out there.
What I
That's
don't
dope.
understand was, why didn't y'all say that? I feel like I didn't see one person explain that. It was simple. You know what I'm saying? It was like motherfuckers was out there disrespecting. Well, I felt like it was like people was like, oh, the Bloods and the Crips out there ain't real. They together, woo, woo. They was saying all types of shit. And it's as simple as because gangs do link up. And I've known like the Crips and Bloods to be cool in different parts. So that's not nothing new. It was just as simple as saying that. Y'all ass probably ain't no either here.
Oh, dear. That's crazy.
I don't like that hip hop police shit.
Bloods were affiliated with
Yeah,
Woo.
that shit
6ix9ine,
crazy,
of course,
too.
was the pivotal witness who turned state in that case, brought down everybody. They also had wiretaps and informants in place for years gathering intel. The rap task force also took down GS9 and Bobby Shmurda several years back in a very public case with like a 63-page indictment. There were phone taps, informants, guns and drug possession. Guns jamming while shooting at ops on the block. Bobby shooting into a crowd. Bobby shooting at his own homies who owed him $300. Shooting at rival gangs. It was reckless. Bobby's own lyrics directly implicated several GS9 members in crimes they would get convicted for, but the lyrics themselves could not be used in court and was ultimately shut down by the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, the hottest movement out of New York taken down. And while Bobby was standing trial, a high-ranking GS9 member's body was found on the Brooklyn beach, wrapped in plastic bags, with duct tape on his face, and over 100 pounds of cement covering his feet. Straight Italian mafia shit. This kid's name was Peter Martinez. Allegedly, he owed a lot of people money. He went missing for 3 weeks, and investigators say that the perps basically put his feet into buckets and poured cement in, trying to sink his body, but the job was not done correctly, and they let air in, and his body floated to the surface. When Rowdy and Bobby got locked up, the GDs in Ebbsfield took advantage and started dominating the music shit with this rap clique called the Blickies. They X out the C in the name Blickies because they beef with GS9 and the G-Stone Crips. And at that time, the Chicago drill wave had just ended. So New York took that energy, imported those drill beats from the UK, and made Brooklyn drill. And before anyone else...
Damn, so they took the UK shit, took Chicago shit.
And made Brooklyn drill.
Alright.
Okay.
That was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Cause they like, UK drill ain't no shit, you feel me?
Right. No,
Chicago drill ain't no shit, they shit done died down.
So let's switch it up a little bit.
Imported those drill beats
Clever.
UK and made Brooklyn drill. And before anyone outside of New York knew who Pop Smoke or the rest of the Woo rappers were, it was the Choos who had the strong movement with the Blickies. Kodak Black was out there in Brooklyn often with the Blickies, showing them love early on. Gang, gang. Now Kodak even signed 22G's, the General Blicky, to a label deal, basically solidifying the Choos in the music industry. 22G's came out with the song Suburban, which did really well, but it led to a bunch of diss track responses, notably the direct diss track response from Chef G called No Suburban, which overtook the original in popularity. Of course, Chef G is a Crip from Flatbush. His crew has been warring with GDs for quite some time, as is the trend in New York right now. And Chef G himself got into fights with his ops at the courthouse.
As y'all can see in the video, your boy ran up and got punched up. It was two of them, both of them. Punched both of them. Your boy ran up and got done up in court. How you gonna run up and get done up on your own live?
And he got into a big brawl with one of the most popular members of the Blickies.
We gotta go watch that.
Blicky, who actually stabbed Chef G in the head.
Hey yo, tune in, everybody tune in. This is too much.
Wait, whoa, my boy laughing on
Why is he laughing?
What's going
he said
on,
he got into
boy?
it with... Oh, wait, let me start running back. They say he got into it with this
Nick
dude.
Blicky, who actually stabbed Chef G in the head.
Hey yo, tune in, everybody tune in. This is too much.
You too hype for that live, my boy.
This is too much now.
Now, Nick Blicky himself had a lot of songs bubbling in the underground with 4 million views, 2 million views. Like, his career was getting hot.
Damn.
He was also getting into shootouts with Woos in Brooklyn. For whatever reason, couldn't just focus on his career. And just 4 months ago, unfortunately, Nick Blicky was killed.
443 breaking news out of Brooklyn, where a popular rapper was shot and killed overnight. Nick Blixey was discovered with gunshot wounds on Winthrop Street. Tributes poured in from the hip-hop world on social media for the Jamaican-American artist.
Just hours after he posted to IG that he was dropping his first official tape in June, he got shot in the upper body and in the ass with a shotgun 7 times. And a video of his body just laying in the streets of Brooklyn, surrounded by police. It's tragic. It all happened 4 blocks away from where he lived in Flatbush. Immediately, the Woos took to social media to clown his death.
Rest in peace, Nick Blicky, who just got killed.
Yeah, man, shit is crazy. And then now guys is online laughing at each other's death. Like, this shit is not cool, man. Like we shouldn't be laughing and talking about dancing on each other's graves. These are rappers that are from the same borough, too. Like this shit is ridiculous, man.
Of course, the NYPD monitored everything people were saying on socials. Quote, without question, these are people of interest to us, right? That's directly from the NYPD, because they watch everything. And the very next day, Woo neighborhoods like in Brownsville, Canarsie, and Flatbush were targeted for retaliation by the GDs. It was 3 days in a row of violence. 3 Woo members were killed in that week alone. See, Nick Blicky was beloved, right? He had a pretty big following. Even the Gangster Disciples in Chicago were paying respects to him. People like FBG Duck, rest in peace, and other FBG folks were listening to his music on IG Live. He's even got a song with Duck. So the Gangster Disciple tie is strong from New York to Chicago. And now the Woo rappers are...
That's crazy.
That make me feel
that
like...
That was Ruger right there too. That was Nick Blicky and Ruger.
It cut off.
I yell Woo. They know what to do. Damn. So that's why Fabio linked up with like King Von, because it's like fuck the GDs.
Okay. Damn. But the GDs from out of town don't got no smoke with, or do they?
Right, because Billionaire and them was going out there to link up with them. Damn.
No, I'm just playing. Oh, out there with the GDs?
Yeah.
Oh, he was big plug, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Gangster Disciple Ty is listening to his music on IG Live. He's even got a song with Doug. So the Gangster Disciple Ty is strong from New York to Chicago. And now the Woo rappers are matching that energy with Fabio Foreign going to Chicago, 264th and King Drive, the mecca of the Gangster Disciple War, and basically making a music video with King Von, who he's got beef with all the GDs in Chicago, extremely GDK. Love it here. Oh shit.
That boy said I love it here. That's what I
didn't even get it all the way, y'all.
It's like it's real, like it's like worldwide. It's like fuck the GDs, like it's GDK, like that's what it is.
Crazy. And what did we figure out what happened again? No. Is it because they was in control or they had the most like stuff? I don't know.
GDK, I feel like DK heavy. Now, as for the future of Brooklyn drill, Pop Smoke is still one of the highest selling artists in America. He's the face of the drill movement even after his passing. Fabio is next in line, but he's got big boots to fill with Pop Smoke's legacy. The fact that his car got shot up a couple months ago in Atlanta is not good news. This year, Bobby Shmurda was supposed to touch ground in December after 6 years being behind bars, but his parole was denied. Unfortunately, he will not be coming home until 2021. Now the Choos are still applying pressure, but recently had a big internal drama with Coach the Ghost disowning one of their top rappers, NV Kane, saying he could no longer be GD.
The poison is eliminated from the trees. Anybody that's GDK, it's none of that. It's none of that. It's no, you're not playing no GDK games, no way. You're not tolerating disrespect. So he's no longer GD, but let us know what's the facts. Let us know.
Basically, Kane's been out in Atlanta. His hotel room got robbed. His Instagram hacked. YouTube took down all his music with millions and millions of views, deleted, and the hackers put up a bunch of disrespectful stuff towards deleted. And the hackers, when they got his Instagram, they put up a bunch of disrespectful stuff towards GDs. I don't think that's why he got kicked out of the Choos, but people were saying he was causing too much beef, too much drama, so they disowned him. But yeah, man, that's the Brooklyn drill scene. Let me know in the comments what you guys want me to cover next. If you're new, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They kicking niggas out and shit. They don't do that out here.
Alright.
They just whack them.
Okay. Get your ass out of there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy though. That's interesting to learn. It was interesting to learn about the fact that they got GDs there and like how they got there.
Yeah, and the Bloods and the Crips and shit. Damn, so they came from the West Coast. So
yeah, what's the next story?
Let us know, man. This is crazy, man. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, man.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Pop Smoke.
And rest in peace to rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers.
You talking about what's the face on Choos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his name was Nick.
Nick Blicky.
Nick Blicky, yeah.
Rest in peace to Nick Blicky, man. You feel me? I gotta go check out some of his music. It's crazy, guys, because I think some dude just went viral talking about he was standing on Nick Blicky grave. He had put GDK on Nick Blicky grave, but then Nick Blicky mama came out and spoke out and said, "No, that wasn't Nick Blicky grave because Nick Blicky got cremated." It's like niggas out here flogging and shit.
Why would you go say that lie?
That shit crazy, man. Hey,
now,
this shit deep.
Why would you say that lie?
This shit deep, man. Rest in peace, Nick Blicky.
It get deeper.
I think I do remember when Nick Blicky got killed, but I never heard none of his music, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, man, let us know, man. Drop down in the comment box below. That shit sad as fuck, man, you know. Hearing about this shit, like, it'd be like, damn, these niggas just be getting on, like, you know, just be taking off.
Taking off their glow.
Yeah. Let us know how y'all feel about it, man. That's Holly XS. Don't forget to follow us on social media.
HollyXS.
Yeah.
Bitches got it twisted. We don't care about feelings. This shit about business.
All I see is commas, 20, 50, 100, racing to the money.